everybody, welcome back to Flights of Fancy. I am Sarah and we'll be getting back to speed drawing this week. I'm doing a kind of glam lady, this Glam Gal, we'll call her. I seem to have acquired a chicken. I don't know if we can find her back here. You might be able to hear her clucking. I don't know how she got in the yard or who she belongs to. We're trying to find out who has chickens in the neighborhood. But anyway, back to speed drawing. Yeah, nothing particularly special about this one. I think it's coming out really cool though. We'll be sketching and then inking this glamorous creation, so I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. I started off by looking through my sketchbook and finding something inspiring. This has a lot of the same elements as a previous drawing I did, but a little bit different. Start out drawing the torso, and usually you should probably decide where to put the arms and legs first, but I get lost in the details sometimes. I don't like how I did her left eye. I'm going to change that later. You have to step back and really assess. You know, they don't have to be perfectly symmetrical. It's almost more realistic, but you know, you want it to look appealing if you can, if you want to. It's fun to have your characters looking like they're in some action or doing something, and I always like to think of fun things for them to hold. So in this case, she's got a long dagger or a short sword, which, you know, I'm not an expert on short swords, so I hope I got all of the elements more or less right. Yeah. Here I'm like, oh, what do I do with the eyes? I'll come back to that. Okay, decided to erase. Okay, here we go. Yeah, getting the lines a little bit better. I decided to give her more of a stern look. She looked all starry-eyed before, but she means business. She's got a glamorous star sword in one hand, and in the other hand she's like casting a magical spell. Sort of Doctor Strange style. I could still stand to do some more foreshortening with arms. You know, they're still at like, you know, 90 degrees. At least I have one higher than the other. Ah, hair is fun. Nothing like some nice big hair blowing in the wind. Okay, this is where her body art's going to go. She's got body art on one side and sort of flappity fabric on the other side. We'll see here in a sec. I love drawing folds in the fabric. It's almost as much fun as hair. Kind of just see where all the creases and bunchings go. It's super fun. We'll get some close-ups later. Another thing that I'm inspired from Yoshitaka. Oh, I did it again. Alphonse Mucha. He did a lot of that just sort of drapey, fabric-y costume look. Alright, filling in the geometric body art. Fun. Some fabric blowing in the wind. What is this even? It's like some sort of scarfy thing attached to her wrist and then just like draped over her shoulder, like that's gonna stay. Oh, that's glamorous fashion for you, I suppose. And a tassel. I can't draw anything without drawing a tassel, apparently. Ah, here we go. Her also geometric, magical lines of power. Ooh, inking time. So So the trick with inking, and I know it's so hard when you draw something, when pencil, you just cannot, you can't finish your drawing with the pencil and then ink it. You have to leave it open for interpretation. You have to loosely draw with the pencil, very light, because when you go for it with the pencil, you still want there to be life. You still want there to be something left to your own imagination when you ink it. You know, you can't get caught up in perfecting the details with your pencil and then trying to ink it. You have to just let it go. Flow. Oh, that's my kitty Dink. Also, the more you draw, the easier it is to ink, because you're just like whipping them out. Just practice, 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 practice. Like, oh, that one was actually good. Okay. You know, if you do a good drawing, then be pleasantly surprised. Otherwise, it's just practice. You don't have to show anybody. Fill up a sketchbook. Don't show anybody, or do. I always got great compliments showing people my sketchbook. It's a great, icebreaker. Do or don't show anybody your sketchbook, but draw in your sketchbook every day. That's what I did throughout school. And as an adult, it's kind of harder to get that time, but you just have to practice. That's how you get good. Practice, practice, practice. So now we're going in with a little darker lines to kind of make some of the details pop. Some of the inner lines, like the edges of her clothing, the edges of her hair, where things meet within the drawing, define with a bit of a darker line. And then I'll go around the complete outside with a super duper dark line. Oh, here's my fancy dancy brush pen. So fast. It's not really that fast. That's really satisfying though. With a super dark line on the outside, it really, really pops. Especially when there's no color yet. You gotta do something dynamic with the thick and thin lines to make it just so you can see what's going on in the picture, really. I think I will do some coloring in videos. Also oh yes, my crumb brush. Yay! Oh, and my signature. And a look at the final product, and we're done! Hooray! The huckleberries are ripe.